spreads, totals, props. Lots of ways to win money, but also lots of ways to lose. It's time for some sharp analysis. All sports, all over the globe, all the time. Home of the Guest Bettor jackpot, it's CorBET. Here is your host, Dylan Corbett.
Okay, welcome in. We're already at Sunday, right? We've got the worst for the wear, CorBET's here. Worst for the wear because Doug Cicciarelli, our Guest Bettor, goes down, unfortunately. Was testing it with the 5-play card and ended up going down. I was, of course, always testing a Saturday with a 33-play card. I went, 14 and 19. Okay, we'll get it back here today. So we've got Matthew cruising with us, taking the day off from the Guest Bettor. Jackpot never takes a day off, as we are going to move along and go to $46 now. And we'll welcome in a new Guest Bettor come Monday. All right, down to business. I'm just going to knock out my early slate of NFL here, and then we'll hear from Matt. I'm all over the board today. Yes, you know me on a weekend. I like Detroit over Chicago +3. I mean, the only time Chicago has been favored in the NFL this season, they won, did not cover. That's what I'm going for there. Chicago also has lost 5 straight. So Detroit +3, you have to eat a little bit of juice on that, -115. One of the best teams to bet on in terms of covering, the Miami Dolphins. Bengals are with whoever the hell they're throwing out there at quarterback. I've got Miami laying 10. Love Tennessee here, -5.5. I don't believe in the Browns whatsoever. I don't think really America does anyway, except for their 8-3 record. Even Football Power Index has them like one of the worst teams, even though they're 8-3. I don't believe in Baker. So I've got Tennessee there -5.5, and I like the over because there is going to be a lot of points there, over 53.5. Same line of thinking for Las Vegas and the Jets. Let's lay the points with Las Vegas -8.5. Let's go over. It's a short number there, over 47. Let's hope the Jets can get some garbage touchdowns. I know Vegas looked terrible last week, but that's the NFL, baby. It's a bounce back. Let's go Falcons. Yes, very hard to lose twice in the NFL to the same team. Let's see if the Falcons can get this done at home. Money line, spread, under, +2.5, +125, under 45. And then lastly, I took this a while ago. I'm on the Jags. I think it's too big of a number for the Vikes, +9.5. And let's go over there because Vikings overs are just an absolute cash cow. All right, Matt, what do you got here for your card?
Yeah, just one NFL play since I've been so bad. I'm not forcing the issue here. I have under in the Bears-Lions game, under 44.5. We know about the Bears offense, and we also know about the Bears defense, who got absolutely shredded last week against Rodgers.
Trubisky still?
Yes, Trubisky still. And he dominates Detroit. Bears are 5-0 against Detroit in Nagy's tenure, including 5-0 against the spread.
There we go.
But I think the defense bounces back today, especially after the bad showing last week. And Stafford has no weapons. Galladay's out. They released Marvin Hall, who had 100 yards a couple weeks ago because they want to play young guys. I think Swift is out. It's an ugly game. Anyway, then shifting to college basketball, I like a little bit more here. Starting with the big game of the day, or the best one of the day, Villanova at Texas. I believe it's in Austin.
I thought you were going to talk about the Delta Devils, the big game of the day.
Oh, we're getting there. I think this line opened up really around Villanova -6. It has got hammered out of Texas. Texas is America's new favorite betting team, at least because of what they did last week in the Maui Invitational. They beat Indiana when that spread was basically a pick'em. They beat North Carolina when that spread was basically a pick'em. Everyone's on them. I think they're a good team, really good team. Shaka Smart has those boys doing the right thing. They're super athletic, play good defense.
Must be the hair.
I just like Villanova here. Yeah, he has not lost a game with hair, so that ends today. Next game, another game including the Big 12. Iowa State and DePaul. I'm taking DePaul +4. I think this is DePaul's first game of the year. They played really well the first half of the season last year. Like, it might have been 10-0 to start, and then they cooled off and ended up around 500. They have Charlie Moore back, one of the better point guards in the country. He's like 5'10", just really good player. They got Javon Freeman-Liberty, transferred from Valpo, who really good transfer, should be impactful. I did notice that they lost Jalen Coleman lands to none other than Iowa State. He started his career at Illinois, then went to DePaul. Now he's at Iowa State, so that's an interesting angle. This Iowa State team is below average. They are going to finish bottom of the pack in the Big 12. They just lost to a good South Dakota State team, but nonetheless, I think this is a close game. DePaul might win outright, but I'll take the +4. And then last, yes, you already know it, Mississippi State Delta Devils. This is a reschedule game. This was not on the schedule originally. They were supposed to play somebody else yesterday, and I was kind of bummed. Anytime they play and get canceled, that's just a missed opportunity. So I was absolutely ecstatic to see them playing today against none other than a very good mid-major program who is coming off a loss against Louisville where they played terrible, and they're going to be looking to beat the piss out of somebody. Western Kentucky -26 first half, full game -42. Shout out Jackie, that's fine. Lay it.
Yep.
Western Kentucky Hilltoppers big.
Yep, right where I was headed, -42. I'm just taking the full game. Delta Devils on the schedule. You've said it, Western Kentucky, a team you've had your eye on. Total bounce back. Yeah, they're ready to beat the piss out of somebody, and what a team to welcome in, the Delta Devils. Just finished in my only other college basketball play. Yes, my favorite team. It's the favorite team for football for Matt's, the favorite team for basketball for me, Kentucky. -6.5 at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, stop it.
I like that spot.
Yeah, so Kentucky -6.5 again. They covered against Kansas by 0.5 point. They're going through the freshman growing pains, but Georgia Tech, I mean, I just have to keep reiterating that. So -6.5. Wrapping up football, kind of some big-ass numbers in the NFL here. I told you to lay the points with Miami. The opposite way here for Denver and the Giants. Too many points for Seattle. Giants are a cover machine. They're 7-2 against the number, which is incredible as a dog. Plus 10.5. That is just ripe for the taking. I was talking last week. I put a little sprinkle on New England to win the AFC East at plus 2,200. Crazy. I mean, you never doubt Belichick. I guess that's my thing here. They're probably going to lose today, but I took New England plus 1.5 because the Chargers are just a cursed franchise. They'll probably lose by 1 or win by 1. And we'll cash that. Green Bay, let's lay the points. -8.5. Shout out Bass. His team sucks ass. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but geez, I might turn that into a children's rhythm. Denver plus 13.5 at Kansas City. Same thing. I was listening to Brown's Best. Shout out Nate Brown. He's on this game. Denver, just too many points. And again, it's trying to beat a team twice. I think Drew Lock's back. Is that even better than having a quarterback? Who knows? But too many points for me, plus 13.5. And then lastly, how about the Mayakoba Classic? Justin Thomas, the favorite in this one. He went -9 yesterday, -9. He has 4 shots off the lead, getting plus 650. I already sniped that up last night. Final round is going to be taking place here today. Final for us here on CorBET on a Sunday. Set those DraftKings lineups. Set your fantasy lineups. We got fantasy playoffs there. Matt, you're fighting for the playoffs, right? I'm fighting to not get the punishment.
I have I'm in 4 leagues, 2 of them, and ours included. I'm 6-6, but on the outside looking in, so must-win scenarios. And then another one, I'm 8-4, but I've lost my last 2, so I'm in the playoffs, but trying to get that 1 seed. And then the 3rd or 4th, we actually have 2 more weeks in the regular season. We only do 4 playoff teams. That one, I'm in 4th, but I've also lost 3 in a row, so I've been just claiming the last spot. Long story short, chance to be in the playoffs in 4 or 1 out of 4 leagues, so a lot on the line these next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I love some fantasy talk. I know everyone loves our fantasy teams, right? That's the saying. So I'm in 6 leagues. I always like to usually go obviously you want to make the playoffs in all of them, but I think I have a good shot at winning one of my leagues. That's my St. Louis league. It's only 10 teams. 6-6 on in my athlete notes league with Stoops, and then I'm out of it. And a couple, I might sneak into the playoffs in Zach Kelly's family league for free. That's the one I obviously care about the most. Yes, huge there. But yeah, notoriously the one league that we all care about, the draft, she's still sticky. We do it every single year. We do live drafts, and I am inexplicably in line for the punishment. I can't believe it. I've been the doormat for the entire season.
It is such a weird league. I mean, for one, to have 9 out of 12 teams still in the playoff contention in the last week is insane.
Yeah.
But then if you looked at Fred's points against, he's allowed 100. No one's talking about this because like he hasn't been in last, but he's not in the playoffs anyway. He's had like 150 points more than anyone else scored against him, and he's technically in the shit bowl race. It's just been an odd season. But
yeah, we've been getting smacked, me and Fred. I mean, Fred, that's what you get for auto drafting. I'm just a fucking moron, I guess. Yeah, that'll do it for CorBET. Snuck in some fantasy there. Enjoy your Sunday. He's Matthew Cruz, and I'm Dylan CorBET. Let's cash.